Hey guys, Master Monkey here, and today I'm going to be counting down the top 5 Shutdown Disney rides and areas. The characteristics I'm looking for from the places on this list are the places that are the most interesting and the places that are the most remembered. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 5. The ImageWorks, Journey into Imagination. In 1983, Disney partnered with Kodak to open up a ride called Journey into Imagination in Epcot. This ride featured advanced ride technology and the beloved character named Figment, who was the host of the ride. The ride had 11 minutes of illusions, which made it a pretty awesome ride at the time. The upstairs had an exhibit in the glass pyramid called ImageWorks. This exhibit featured hands-on activities and the famous Rainbow Tunnel, where Michael Jackson had his picture taken. In 1998, however, Disney and Kodak decided that the ride was a little bit outdated and needed to be renovated. At the time, they were hoping to fully revamp the ride, but Kodak was going through lots of budget cuts, and they couldn't even afford the ride as is, much less a full renovation. So they ended up giving it a quick renovation and opening it soon back up in 1999. Now, the ride Journey into Imagination was shortened from 11 minutes to only 5 minutes, and the ImageWorks was closed and relocated downstairs as ImageWorks The What If Labs. Now, many people will argue that ImageWorks technically is still around today. It really isn't, because as you can see in the pictures, the original ImageWorks is way different from ImageWorks The What If Labs. And even though we technically kind of have ImageWorks in the spirit, it's not the same thing. And a lot of people still miss the original ImageWorks to this day. Number 4. The Wonders of Life Pavilion. In 1989, Disney opened up the Wonders of Life Pavilion in Epcot. This pavilion featured an exhibit that helped inform people about the human body and how it worked. It also featured a simulation ride called Body Wars, which took people through the bloodstream. This pavilion was a hit, and it closed down unfortunately in 2007. No one knows exactly why it closed down, but a lot of rumors have spread about it. And it still stands there today, occasionally being used for special events with some of the original pieces of the exhibit inside of the pavilion. But besides that, it's pretty much still standing abandoned. Number 3. The Disneyland People Mover and Rocket Rods. When Disneyland first opened up, it featured a futuristic area called Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland was a little bit bland upon release, and it finally got a renovation in 1967. When it reopened, it had a lot of new features. One of these new features was a ride called the People Mover. The People Mover was a ride that operated on high-up elevated tracks using rotating tires, and it was a form of transportation. It allowed people to get across Tomorrowland very efficiently, and it was praised for its ahead-of-its-time technology. Over time, however, Tomorrowland was becoming very outdated, and finally in 1995 it got a renovation. It reopened back up in 1998, but this time it didn't feature the People Mover. The reason for this was that Disney stated that it didn't really fit the new theme of the renovation. So it was replaced by a ride called the Rocket Rods, which operated on the same tracks as the People Mover, but was a high-speed ride compared to the slow, relaxing tour ride of the People Mover. But since the ride wasn't made for the People Mover tracks, it put a lot of strain on them, and eventually it was decided that the tracks weren't safe to hold the ride. So it closed down in 2000, just after 2 years of operating, making it one of the most failed Disney rides. Number 2. River Country. In 1976, Disney opened up River Country in Disney World, making it the first ever water park there. It was very popular upon release, featuring 2 pools, 5 water slides, kiddie areas, etc. However, over time, 2 other water parks opened up in Disney World, making River Country kind of obsolete because these 2 other water parks were much bigger. And in 2001, River Country closed down. Now later in its life, it really decreased in popularity, and only visitors that stayed nearby on property actually visited. In 2005, Disney confirmed that it was closed down for good. Now, a lot of people remember River Country, and it's left completely abandoned to deteriorate and rot right in its spot. And many people still like to visit River Country and explore it, but just don't get caught by the Disney staff. Number 1. Discovery Island. This is probably one of the most well-known and creepy abandoned Disney sites. That's why I ranked it as number 1 on this list. It was located off of the coast of Disney World and was originally named Treasure Island upon release in 1974. People would go out by boat to the island, and there on the island they can explore a wide diversity of species and learn more about each animal. Many people considered it a half-day activity, and it was moderate in popularity. Because of its long experience, it didn't attract as many visitors as Disney hoped for, and from there it decreased in popularity, and until 1999, it was pretty much dead. And eventually Disney decided to keep the dream alive by moving Discovery Island onto the Disney Park site as Animal Kingdom, which was a much bigger and more expanded version. And animals were slowly moved onto Animal Kingdom's location in 1999 when the park was just about to close down. And to this day, it's just left to deteriorate like River Country. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And once again, thank you so much, and just stay updated with the rest of my content. See you guys next time.